Okay everybody, hello and welcome back to Fallout 4. Today we're back, it's Starlight Drive-In, and we're going to be finishing up some more of the house, because obviously we did the downstairs, we've got all this pretty much done. I have since added some more sort of decorations and stuff to the kitchen. This side's sort of more cluttered than this side, but that's okay for now. I have managed to put a doorway in here thanks to another mod, and snapped this door to it so it quite nicely sort of slides away, although the handle does disappear to the wall, which is a bit odd. This area still needs sort of cluttering up a bit, but other than that, it's kind of good. And so slidey doors, nice. And as I come upstairs, I've just got lighting up here now, which I don't think we did last episode. And also, I've already sort of roomed off most of the rest of the house, so everything is in place. I've just got to actually build the rest of the house. And the problem is with these doorways, they do come with this invisible wall, so it's kind of awkward to walk around, but it looks nice. Obviously this side is going to be sort of a wardrobe-y storage place, which hasn't been done yet, and over here we have sort of the bathroom that anyone can use. This is sort of the main bathroom, I guess. This one's got like a nice little mirror and sink and stuff, which you can have a nice little, it's got scales as well, didn't even realise that, and has a fan above you. That's nice. You also have the shower head thing. What the fuck is that shower head? Okay. It's like several of them. But yeah, there you go, there's a shower and there's a bath in the bath. Wow. Wow. No, that's a toilet. But there you go. That's sort of that area pretty much done, and obviously that one needs filling in. But heading upstairs, I've sectioned this off into two different rooms. We've got sort of the sort of guest room, secondary room, whatever you call it. This is the not main bedroom. There's obviously no lighting up here as well. And as you come across here, we have the main room, which is currently empty, and then it also has a bathroom bit out back here, which doesn't have a door on it. Pardon me, but we're going to fix that door problem. I wonder how many cultures actually do recognise that as a thing to say, like when you burp or whatever. No, that was just a weird thought that just popped in my head. I was like, how many cultures actually recognise that as a thing? For some reason I can't build this door in the doorway. There we go. Yeah. I have... in fact, I'm just going to put God mode on to make sure I don't run out of building materials this time. I've got a mod installed that allows me to place objects where you normally wouldn't be able to. So, wow, okay. So I can place objects like these door frames that wouldn't normally be able to be placed here where they are, because obviously they don't have a snap point, they've just sort of been placed within the walls essentially. Which means I can actually room off places easily and nicely. It also means I've had to install a mod, which then requires a bunch of other, well, it requires one other mod, which will most likely be heavily used later on. Right now kind of isn't. So, yeah, let's start with this sort of storagey room bit here. Just to sort of finish up this floor, I guess, because once we've done this bit, we are essentially all upstairsing, and we have a lot of stuff to do upstairs. This is a really awkwardly sized object. Like, I just want to point this out. Just the size of this object does not fit within a one-floor building. Like, you literally have to have done this out here, like this, to actually see it in full size. This you can't do nicely normally in a game. You have to install a mod to get these double walls to do it properly. Otherwise you end up with a weird house layout, essentially. You can't put this in a normal house in the game without building some weird thing. So I mean, I don't know what Bethesda were thinking with that object, because it just doesn't work. I'm pretty sure that is a normal object as well in the game. That is the one that's added by mods. I'm pretty sure that is a normal object that just doesn't work. So I don't actually understand why it's there. Like, this one, smaller, makes sense. There's a dresser and stuff. Yeah, I guess this is sort of stuff I wanted to put in here, because this is going to be sort of a wardrobe-y thing. Although I can't move the object close enough to me. That's also another thing. I'm just going to be moaning about the build system for 5 minutes, it seems. But, yeah. The build system being slightly awkward. As you can see, I can place the object outside of its normal... because that's... You can place this object here. You'll be able to place the object there normally. I can now. Thanks to a nice mod which allows you to place anywhere you want to within the build area using the Fallout script extender, which is currently kind of underutilized. But that's probably due to the lack of the creation kit being here, which is kind of coming now, apparently, like a lot sooner than expected. I mean, in all fairness, I think the Skyrim one came out in about February, like, from its release, so, you know, about this month should have been when it was released, if they're working on roughly the same schedule as they were previously, like, you know, a few years ago when Skyrim was coming out. But at this point, I'm kind of assuming they aren't working on the same schedule, because obviously they're releasing, I think, 3 DLCs, 2 of which are essentially things that would be made with the creation kit normally, which is probably something to do with the fact why they haven't actually released the creation kit yet. Might have something to do with the fact that, like, 2 of the DLCs are stuff people would make with the creation kit anyway. Because I'm pretty sure Robot Companions that you could customize, pretty sure that was a mod. Pretty sure there was a mod that did that in the older games, so I can kind of see why they have chosen to sort of delay it and release it a little later on. Because otherwise, obviously, they wouldn't make as many sales. But in all fairness, I'm pretty sure, what's his face? Hearthfire, I think it is, for Skyrim still sold pretty well, and there were a lot of mods that decided they required it later on, despite there being house mods that essentially did what Hearthfire did for Skyrim way before, you know, Hearthfire even came out, essentially. Hearthfire is supposedly inspired by Minecraft and other games? I don't know what the other one was. I remember Minecraft being one of the things that was like, oh yeah, it's the inspiration for this, and so yeah, I can kind of see it. But that was a weird DLC, and I can understand why Bethesda have decided to sort of maybe wait back on the creation kit. It may be that they're just like, maybe we should leave the creation kit until after we've released the DLC, and then it's going to be a complete package, because then the creation kit's going to work on everything. I guess would make more sense to me, at the very least. And I kind of don't mind waiting for the creation kit, because, to be fair, the modders are getting pretty damn creative with the stuff we can do already, and we haven't got a creation kit. Like, some of the stuff that's coming out is quite impressive, like the fact that there are, you know, the Fallout script extenders here, CBBE is here, you know, these mods that not necessarily require the creation kit, but were sort of big things in the previous Bethesda games. Because the script extenders, I think, have been around since, like, Oblivion days. But, you know, without them, a lot of mods don't work. Because, you know, some of these mods are changing kind of big things in the game, like how the placement system works. Because obviously that's changed quite heavily by, that's quite an intricate part of the game, so actually changing it is going to require some heavy, well, yeah, I'd say heavy coding, probably, on the part of modders, so I can kind of see why it requires it, and I'm looking forward to the creation kit, essentially. That's what I'm saying, I'm looking forward to the creation kit. That is something I'm looking forward to, because I want to see some of the bigger mods coming out, although we have got a lot of big stuff already, I guess, and I'm kind of happy with a lot of the mods that are coming out right now, because a lot of them are very useful. But I mean, and quite fun to use. So I think that pretty much decorated. That is a sort of office-y, storage, laundry area thing, which looks kind of well, although this might make more sense downstairs in the other room, but I kind of like this, so I'm going to leave that as it is. That's sort of the office-y, storagey room thing. I'm going to go check outside, because I installed a weather mod and I kind of want to see what's going on out here. Okay, it's just real foggy. It's just real foggy. So foggy, it's foggy indoors. Yeah, that kind of foggy. So, yeah. I've just hit F9 to save stuff, I'm just gonna take a drink. Okay. Back in full swing. I think I'm gonna start on this room next. So, I'm thinking maybe bed around the corner? And, like, dresser and stuff, maybe over there. Might be able to put a window in, thinking about it, because I have some more settlement mods, which probably won't be featured in Mods Monthly, so I might leave some links to them in the description. Actually, I should probably start doing that on all these videos, in all fairness, because there are a lot of mods installed. Although actually going through and pointing out, this is that mod, and that might be a bit difficult. Because I'm pretty sure I have like 200 mods installed now. So maybe I should have done that earlier. Because I don't actually know now. But I do know what these mods are from. And these are pretty freaking cool, if I do say so myself. I like these. These are just like giant windows, essentially. And I kind of want to put one up here. I really want to put one up here. Just like, maybe here. Let's just rip this wall off. Let's just stick a big glass window in. There we go. Yeah, look at that. All the dead trees and fog. Oh, you can see it. You can see a tower. It looks like a, I don't know, it's a radio tower, tele tower, maybe. Some power lines. There's a big bubble over there. It's a great view. Oh, there's a pond. There's probably a Mirelurk in that. Well, there you go. There's a window up here now, and that's kind of cool. A big ass window like that, and you bet I would not want one of these in my bedroom. So like, I feel safe and secure in my room, and I know in the fact that if I was thrown out of my window, I probably wouldn't die from the fall. But that fall, that's a door sticking out. But that fall would probably kill you. I mean, yeah. Not so sure I'd want to sleep in this room. Because if you fall out of that, for whatever reason, you are probably dead. Yeah, once again, pardon. That was a pretty weird thought. And I'm not entirely sure of how that happened. It's a real, like, crappy looking bed. I mean, the only nice one is the Institute one. Like, actually, double bed. Yeah, the Institute one is the only nice one. Like, all the other ones look really crappy. I didn't mean to exit straight out of the menu. I meant to just be able to go look at it so I can make sure it was all nice and lined up. It's not. Definitely not. Now let's just pull this away from the wall a bit. There we go, that's pretty much lined up. That's pretty much, it's fine. It's close. Yeah, only problem is I can't really put a bedside table or anything.